Streaming? Oh, it is streaming. Oh, hey there, welcome back, guys. We are live, we're streaming. We managed to solve the fidget toy, which is just great. We reached out to the developer, but he says it's not me, it's you. As you know, when we download prints and do STL files, they just magically work. But when we find a print we like, we try to troubleshoot it. And of course, they'll never admit to blame. So without any further ado, let's get started. There's a link in the description down below. But before we begin, I just want to make sure that we are live before we go live, and you know, we can just do a pop out. Oh, nice! And there it is. It's still on the printer. It didn't print like that though. Oops. I had to you know, do some reconfiguring. It was similar to the Dummy 13 experience. So if you guys have seen the Dummy 13 video, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I was like, I just gotta have it. Like, I want that toy. So let me go to the printer so that we can get a grasp of it and see. Hold on 1 second. So I'll leave a link to all this in the description down below because the files had to be troubleshooted, but I'll show you how it works. That little thing I took off was the Kong. I printed a new one, and there were a couple of different versions that actually I have here that I was just experimenting with. And what you have to do is go into the G-code file, but in the end, I'll show you how to do that first. But hold on, let's see if it works. Should work. I used the wax from my kids' braces, because if you have a candle laying around, you can use the wax from that. That should work too. And then hopefully, oh, wrong way. So you got to pull it one, because remember, you have to create lift. I was like, oh no, it's not working. And now it'll work. Now it should. Kind of neat, huh? And then remember, you can only pull it from one direction. Let's try it again. Was that luck, or did we manage to reverse engineer the print? Oh, kind of neat, huh? And of course, if you pull it harder, it'll go higher. And you know, when you're outside or inside, like watch, if I wanted to go all the way up, I'll just pull it. But it was, you know, it would go pretty high up. But this is it right here. I marked it with a marker so I know which side goes up. Because what I did was I went into the G-code file and eliminated. I think I started at layer 24, and then deleted everything below 24 because it was just too heavy. I mean, there might be a way in the Akira to leave that top on, but that top was so heavy that it was just causing it not to lift. And then if you remember from the last live stream in part 1, we had to reconfigure this and guess the length and width for that. The length is still 100, but it's the height. And then we don't worry, I have all those numbers, but which I'll share with you. All right, so we see it works. Let's say, was that luck? I don't know. Let's see. And so what I was doing in the beginning, let's see. Gotta love it. So what I was doing in the beginning was pausing the print. I was like, oh, let's stop it right there, see if that'll do it. And that's where these two come in case you're wondering. And I was like, there must be a way to just get it to stop printing at that particular layer, which was what I had done. So knowing that and moving forward, this is a spare one because I'm going to give it to one of my kids, and I don't want them to have the you know, the part that we were experimenting on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll show you guys. Oh, we don't need the keyboard, but the parts come out. So this will come out, and then you just pull it out, right? And you pull out the, what is it called? I forget what it's called, but whoops, that's the fresh one. The axle. Okay, and then we put this in. See, that went in, and then we put this in. See, and then this part goes in. Then you just finagle it so it goes in, and then when it snaps, now it's ready to go. Ah, I knew I forgot something. Let me think. A little bit of wax goes a long way, so that's okay. Remember, as you saw, we can take it apart really easily. Thought I had an open one somewhere. Probably do, but Oh, I do actually. Just to have the wax out and ready, because as you saw, it's really hard to take out, and then you have to sort of mold it. All right, so then this is the newer one. So what you do is you just take a little bit of wax and put it on there, a little, not a lot, like in this video. And then now, oops, make sure that part is not coming out, and then we'll put this one in like that, and then wait for it to snap in, see? And then now, remember, one side is up. You can double check it. And then now, here we go. We'll put it in, and it should lift. Kind of cool, huh? So I'll leave that one. So now we know it works. Let's show you the magic. We're gonna print. We're gonna print this first, okay? So I can show you how in the G code we actually, configured it and got it to work its magic, okay? So what you do is download all model files, see? And then it's right there. Oh, you can see. The link's in the description, but you can follow along. See, here go our files, and then it's right here. And then now, right here, strong propeller. And we want, what do we want? Not the handle. The handle is print last because it takes forever. It takes a good few hours. And then we want to go right here, props. My nozzle is the 144, but we want this one. Take the one at the bottom, the medium, okay? In case you can't see. Actually, let's activate cursor. But I can't say that. It's just like, hey, whatever her name is, activate cursor. And then, whoops. And then my computer would just do it. Here we go, I have to enable it. All right, so this one, see medium prop blade, use that one. All right, and if you followed us live, we did this live and it would not work. None of the parts would print. They were just so bulky. And I'll show you guys in a second. Let me just load this on Cure. So by default, I guess that presumably if you have the correct printer, like a really advanced printer, my printer is the Ender 3S1 Pro, so you're not going to have the out-of-the-box experience. It'll look like this. And then what happens is when you print all your parts, they look like this. Look how big they are. They won't fit. See, it's just not going to fit into here, because even if I pull that out, of course, see how high it is? It won't go in. And then this, of course, nothing fits, including this thing. And then the guy who created the file said, works fine on my printer. But as you know, it's not my first. We have printed hundreds of things on my printer, and we run into that every now and again, where an STL file won't, will either turn shit into spaghetti, or we got to do this, reverse, engineer it, and then get it to work so that it's just right for you. But I was like, I want that. I want that toy. I'm not going to go buy a new printer and, I'm just going to figure it out. All right, so knowing that, moving forward, there are two options you can do here, right? The other one may or may not work for you. It depends on your printer, but the proof is here. We got it to work this way. The other way didn't work when we, hold on. These are the many. I'll explain to you so that you can understand a little bit better. All right, so by default, the files, STLs are going to print like that. They're not going to fit. The guy who developed it said, oh, it's not me, it's you. All right, so it's me. So I got to work on my own. So we managed to finagle it. Then we downsized it. And then that didn't work because it was just too heavy, right? It actually does feel really heavy. You could probably change the settings on your infill. Then we let it print. We took out the G code file, but I messed it up because I forgot to delete a certain part of the code, and it just continued printing. So I couldn't remember, so I actually had to go watch my video that I created on how to delete layers, and then figured it out again. Can you believe that? I had to watch my own video. I was like, wait, how did I do that again? Then by default, this prints like this, so we had to configure it and get it to work, fit just in there. So finally, as you can see, it just doesn't fit. Garbage. And now we managed to downsize it. We couldn't figure out which height, right, to actually make it so that it would work just right, because it would just needed to go a little bit higher so it would pull and create pressure needed to create the lift. But that didn't work. But then this one we dropped the layers below the screen, kind of like this. I'll show you here. I'll show you in a second how I dropped the layers. This one was way too heavy. This one was perfect. We did it short, so we created like a boilerplate to see if this would work, because we didn't want to spend 3 hours getting this thing to print. So we just shortened the print, and once it fit, we went 100%. But one other solution, that's garbage. It's all garbage. I don't know what to do with all that. But then another, so the one right here where we dropped the layer, got me thinking we got it working a little bit. So to drop a layer, to like bring it down, is you go here, and if you go to preview, you can't preview it until you slice it. But if you go here, right, and if you go to, I believe it is under move, right, so you can drop the z-axis, I believe, into a minus. We did, I think we did -3, right? I think. See, it went down. Wait, was it the z? No, I think it was under the move. Hold on one second. I think that's what's that one? Hold on a second. One moment, please. Please stand. It's in the move section. Ah, yeah, so the move. Okay, so let me show you. So we moved it down a notch. So you see where the Z is right here, the up and down. So what I did was, I think it was 3 though, -3. See, it went down, and what happens is it drops below the build plate, right? And then you can see it go under. See, it's under there, and if we zoom in, see, now it's under the plate, just to get an idea. And that worked a little bit. I was like, a little, not a lot though, because it was still too heavy on top. See that top part? So I was like, how do I get rid of that? And you can drop it even more. -5 might be too much. See? And then it went down a little bit more. Let me just go here to this one. See, it went down. So if we look under the build plate, it doesn't print under the build plate, but that's just how you get it to make it small, you know, shorter. See? And then we shortened it. I was like, how do I do that in reverse? You have to delete some of the layer code, but as you can see, it's still too heavy on that part. Let's see if that will work. And it wouldn't go on. So I was like, I needed to get rid of the middle. And so once I figured out to make it lighter, but I had to eliminate the hole in the bottom. There must be another way to do this. You could probably go into the G-code file with some other app and then just manipulate it so it'll just, you know, go on. But we needed to do, see, that's pulling it lightly, but I'll pull it harder. You're like, wait, it doesn't work anymore. Oh wow, it's nice. Whoops, it hit the ceiling really hard, so you know it will go higher. So knowing that, moving forward, this was not the correct solution. So then, finally, what we did was, to get this thing, we'll just put it back on the build plate. We're going to go here, medium, right here. Okay. What you do is you're going to slice it first, okay? First, you're going to slice it. Save to disk. Don't worry, it's not going to take 56 minutes. We're going to call this one YouTube version. YouTube, right? And then we're going to save it. And then we're going to close it. And close it. Let me just go into my files over here. I just need to check 75, 75, 100. Okay. And then we're going to go back into Cure again. I just need those numbers right here. Okay. And then we're going to go here. I believe it's in, not the move, but the scale. Okay. So we're going to do 75, right? And then 75. But you see, it's uniform scaling. We don't want that. Okay. We want that to be 100. 100. See? Brought it up full because you'll see what we're going to do next. And then now slice it. Okay. And then hopefully it looks, did that save? That's weird. Is that for, hold on, double check your stuff. Go back into scale. Okay. Because it doesn't look like it did it. Hold on. 75. And we'll bring it back to 100. See? Should have stayed though. Oh, because look, uniform scaling is selected. You don't want uniform scaling. No, I thought I just did that. 75, 75, 100. See that? Leave that like that. Hopefully it'll do it. I'll just call it. See, 29 minutes, but it's not going to take 29 minutes. Save to disk. Call this, and then we're going to label it, okay? Because you'll have that inside your thing. I'm going to call it 75, right? And then 75, and then 100, and then dash, and put solve, okay? And then we're going to save it to the desktop. That's fine, but there's so one more thing you have to do. Now remember, we need to eliminate the top, right? So then what we're going to do is you're going to click it, preview it, and you see the layers right here. There are 45 layers, okay? And so what you're going to do is I want to take off, and it was too heavy. So for me, you know what I did? I left it all the way up until, and you can zoom in. You might want to zoom in to see, because you want to make sure that you're taking off the top because it's too top heavy, okay? And make sure that the 23, 24 is fine. And then click in there, and then see if it'll let you. Yeah, it'll let you do it. And then zoom in on top, right? All right, and then you have that hole, so it can drop and then create lift. It needs to go down, and it just, you know, won't do that before. You could go higher. I chose 24, as you can see. So then now what you got to do is, right, you're gonna have to go into the original file, and I'll leave it in the description for you guys. Let's see what he says though. He's like, it's not me. All right. Go here. He probably has like a really advanced printer. That's probably it. That, you know, let's see. Ah, it's in the alerts. There. He said, unfortunately, a lot of what printer settings filament did you use? Did you dial in? I didn't dial anything in. My printer just works. Well, I did never have an Ender, but I have a Prusa bamboo printer and never had any issues like you have. So it might be with your slicer or materials. My recommendation would be to do some tolerance testing. No, there's no tolerance test. It should just work. Look at that. That's amazing. But it's fine. We figured it out. You know, just don't bullshit me and tell me it's my printer. Zero tolerance. Look at that. Lovely dragon. Rawr. And then we got, what else we got? Oh, this one's one of my favorites. Let's see if you guys can see. Gyroscope spins really fast. Watch how fast it spins. Hot off the press. And then, you know, the ferret hot off the press. We were able to downsize it. Look at that. Kind of cool, right? I think it's like rigidly fit. Ah! I'll tell you what I'm going to dial in. I'm going to dial in this guy right here. Oh, it's really dusty. It's been a while. Wally. Dial it in. So when you print stuff, right? And when you printed so many things and shit just works, and then you get like a reply like that, you know, it's possible that, I don't know. I like prints that just work. But when I come across something I like, I'm like, I want that. I want that. I don't care how many nights sleep I'm gonna lose on that. I want it. And we did that with this guy right here, the Dummy 13. Kind of neat, huh? So let's go to the solution so that you guys can see. All right, so this is the only hard part that you're gonna run into. You could use any text editor. I use Sublime Text. Sublime Text is free. I'll leave a link to that in the description down below. You know, it's what you use to like code your website, PHP and stuff like that, or any text and any document that needs, you know, to be solved by a text editor. So I'm going to delete this one, okay, since we know. This is it right here. Hold on one second. Okay, so it's right here. So I'm just gonna drag it into Sublime Text or any text, but I like Sublime Text because, you know, I use it sometimes when coding some stuff. See, it's like, oh my God, what is that? Don't be intimidated by this at first, because at first it is intimidating. You're gonna open up your Finder. Let me go find my computer thingy right here. Okay, and oh wow, 11% on my keyboard. That sucks. I thought I charged this thing. It's okay. We'll be done by then. Ignore it for a day. So you're gonna click in here. Don't type anything as yet. It went from 11 to 12. I wonder how that happened. Something gave it an increase in battery power. All right, you're gonna press Command F for find, but inside here, see? And then a little thing shows up at the bottom. We're gonna do this right here, make it a little bit bigger so that we can see. And then we're gonna go find, Control find, and type in layer. L-A-Y-E-R. Okay, see layer height. Here is layer, this tells you how many layers there are. Maximum, I guess there are 54 layers. And you want here, which is layer, oh, right here. Keep going, keep going. Layer 0. Layer 0 stays. You see 0. And then if you use the find key again, see, there's layer 1. Now remember, I chose. You could choose whatever you want. I felt that 24, it's stopping at 24 was just great. So if I go here, I wonder if it'll let me do it from here. Hold on a second. If it'll let me drag it into Cura, and if I could still preview it. Preview. We'll see what happens. If not, oh, there it is right there. See, there are 45 layers. See, if we look on the right hand side, I chose 24, so I deleted everything from 25 on. Okay, so you see, you might like another. You might say, you know what, I want to stop right before it starts printing wherever. So you decide, but this is the solution that worked, that we got it to print and get it to work. Okay, so knowing that and moving forward, we're at find, and we can do find. Keep going to find until you get to layer 24. Okay, 22, 23, 24. You could layer 25. I don't know, I just left it 24. So then what we'll do is we'll keep going down until you get to layer 25, okay? Keep going. Actually, I could just click next, right? There's layer 25. All right, so then what we're gonna do is leave the elapsed time, right? Because that's where it ended. And then we'll go here. Actually, you know what? Do this instead. Click in there next to layer 25 where the semicolon is, and do like that, right? And then now, what you're gonna do is you can go on the right hand side and just go straight down to the bottom, if you want, and then go. So it worked before, or just drag this thing down. But be careful because sometimes it resets. And then go all the way down to see where it says NG code. So leave everything there. Leave everything there up until the relevance. And I believe, hold on one second. M107 stays, I believe. Leave that and put spacebar, spacebar. See, G1 relevance. And now I don't remember where I took off from here, but I have it saved on the original file. So I'll show you guys what where right here, believe works open top me. Okay, so then I'm gonna drag this one. I just can't remember where, because if you don't pull it out all the way, it will just get stuck. And so we want to make sure that we're the bottom part. So leave the elapsed time. Okay. And then mesh, no mesh, leave that. So we leave that. And then G91 relative positioning. Okay, so where's G91 relative? See right here. And then take all this out right there. See, that's the part that messed everything up, where we got the nozzle just jammed and it just kept oozing out and got stuck. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so remember, take out that. See, we leave elapsed time, and then now we're just gonna press delete. See, we deleted it, and you could leave that there. Just leave it. Don't touch anything else. Now, remember, this is right here, 75, 75, 100 solved. That's if you want this, well, not this one. If you want this one, just, yeah, leave that code in there. All right, so let me just go back so you guys can continue seeing. I'll undo what I just did so you can see, okay? See, we took out that. So leave the G91 relative positioning, and then take out all the way here up until elapsed time, right? And then now we're just gonna leave a space bar down because sometimes it's hard to recapture everything. Because let's say, remember the code, a line of code, 45649, right? So we have 45, so you could write that down because remember, we're gonna have to go back up and delete everything from 45649 to whatever code is for 24, 25. So it's a little bit easy, but not so easy, because now we just have to go, or you could just use the finder, right? Because we typed in layer, and if you typed in layer count 45, and then we go here, you could just go layer 24, and then it'll just jump to it. But I just want, for me, I just want to be sure. Okay, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. See, 25 is going to get deleted all the way down to whatever. You could do this in pieces because sometimes you can mess it up. See how fast it's scrolling down? Look at all that code. It's probably generated by AI. No one codes anymore. I remember I coded a website. The guy I did some stuff for in town, the guy that gave me the target practice for my archery, and he built this amazing website, almost similar to mine. I was like, oh, well, that's so cool. And then I showed him mine. Check this out. It's so cool. He's like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I coded it. He's like, why? I'm like, what do you mean why? Apparently no one's coding anymore. Everyone's using like wig drops. I was like, wow. And he showed me the whole back door of like how, I was like, what? I don't know. I'm old fashioned. I still use WordPress. And I go in and like clean the shit up. But apparently even that's not the way, because now I got a newer website, right? And I did it on Wix. I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. No more headache. Remember the line, but remember we created a gap. Yeah, so if you want a website, go to Wix. I have one actually on Wix, the How to by Lou one. So you see, now we took everything out, right? From the elapsed time and everything, but we're gonna take this out because we're taking all that out because we have it from the previous layer above, right? So now we go here, delete, see, and leave that elapsed time there. The only thing I don't know how to do is to reset the clock so that it actually tells you how much time is left. This will take about 10-15 minutes. I will probably clean off the printer and so I'm going to close it. So now you know what to do. If you feel intimidated by this, don't worry about it. As long as this works, you'll see me throw it up on the GitHub repository live, okay? And then just pull it down and have fun, and you know, and don't worry about that. At least now you know how to fix it in case you lose your shit or the GitHub repository is not working. Okay, remember, it's 75, 75, 100 solved. Medium, okay? Medium prop blade. And then we'll click save. And now I can close that. This was just for reference because I couldn't remember where I ripped the code from. All right, so knowing that, moving forward, now we're going to go to our printer, okay, and then go to here. Oh, actually, let's see if anybody's commented. Nope, no one's commented. And then go to your channel because I think I closed the chat box because there could be people here. Nope, no one's here. We're a little bit early. Usually our chats. Our show does go live a little bit later, sorry, but we came earlier tonight because kids are having friends come over and I gotta prep some stuff. All right, so knowing that, moving forward, so we're gonna go back into our browser, or you have put it on an SD card. For me, all my prints happen from the Beagle print camera, okay, and then we'll go here, hopefully. Oh, nice. Printable files. We're going to upload it. And then see 75, 70, oh, solved. Okay, that's the one. Open. And it's not going to, it'll take probably about 15 minutes. In the meantime, in between that time, I'll show you how to configure the other ones. But I want to wipe off the board, the bed, actually. It's like alcohol. Use that. And that was 3D lac, not lax. If you type in 3D lax, apparently like I did the last time, laxative shows up. All right, so now we're just gonna go to print. Okay, there we go. And it just helps to adhere things to the bed because sometimes that first layer, you know, is gonna make or break your print. And then it's either like a crappy STL file or the bed needs leveling or some other thing needs tuning up. All right, so knowing that, let me just pray it doesn't make that sound again. See, it says 29 minutes. So that's the only thing I don't know how to do is to change the G-code file to its actual print time. If you know how to do that, share that in the description because that would be kind of cool because it's not going to take that long. You'll see because it's calculating 47 or 48 layers, but there aren't any. So somehow there must be a way in the G code to change that. Possibly, like if maybe in the let's go back into I can't remember if I was supposed to do that or not. We'll find out in a second. Hold on, I can't remember. Go to find layer. See, layer count 45 right here. I wasn't sure. We'll know if it prints or not, but probably change that to however many layers there are. I will say in this case 20 layer count. What was it? 25, right? Because 0 still counts as 1. Because look, it goes 0 and then it goes all the way to 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and then hopefully, nope, well, we can always go back, don't worry about it. Oh, you went back to 0, damn it. So we can go back to previous. So 24, and then scroll down. So we have 24, right? And then, so that was 24. Just making sure there's nothing in between there. Yeah. All right, so we got 24 layers, but like 0, I presume, still counts as 1, right? Anyway, leave it like that. We can try both ways and see since we're live. But if this prints, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna go here and then scroll back up. As you saw, in case you're wondering what I just did, I changed the layer count, right, which was here, to 25. 0 still counts as 1, even though we have 24. Leave it as 25, and we'll see if it works. we'll do that moving forward. But the original one will be, leave it like that. Hit save. See, voila. All right, we'll let that work its magic. Don't worry, it's not going to take 26 minutes. In the meantime, what we can do is, I'm just going to move this up a little bit. Is it this one? No. That one? Maybe this one. There we are. We'll just watch the print for a little bit in the meantime while I just do something. So remember, there are other parts in there too. So now I'll show you how the other parts are printed. How much time do we have? See, right here, we go into our folder. I'm just going to open up right here. So now you got the props figured out, okay? Now what we're going to do is we're going to go, oh, so let's actually leave this like this. New folder, and we'll call it solved. SOLV, solved, okay? And then now, where is that one particular file? It's right in there, okay? So now we're going to do another one. I think we could do the axle. Let's do the axle, okay? And then go here. And then go here. We have the pull rod, we have sets, we have props, single-handed pops, okay? Axis, there it is. I thought it was called axle. All right, so the axis, all right? So I'm gonna, actually before you drag it into Cura, make sure the build plate is cleared and nothing remnant, so it's gonna launch again, that's fine. So it is clear, we know that because it's starting again. And remember, this was Cura 5.9. So then we'll go here onto the axis. See that? Kind of neat. Was it this one or another one? I can't remember. No, this one's fine. All right, so now the axis. Remember, I don't recall these numbers from the top of my head, but thankfully, I saved them. We have 75, classic gear, axis. The axis is 100, 65, 65, okay? And that's how we figured out what percentages would go and fit into the hole. Okay, so then we're going to go here, and then we're going to go to scale, deselect uniform scaling, because we want it to, we're customizing the scaling, right? 65, 65, what was it, 100 or 75? I can't remember. 65, 65. No, see, I even did it wrong. 165, 65. So just double check, and that's why I saved it like that, okay? So reverse it. 165, and then 65, and watch what happens. See? And if we zoom in, so the X, which is the length, right, stayed its original length, but then we did the Y at 65, so and then it worked out really well. And you can zoom in and see, zoom around, see, look at that, kind of neat, huh? And I'll slice all these and put them in the thing. Printer's just making these weird sounds. So we'll call it access, and number 100, 65, 65, and then numbers will be in there, so in case you download the original files. I'll see 4 minutes. That's going to take really. Save to disk, and I'll put it inside that folder called I think, oh, fidget. Okay, no, that's not it. Oh, solved. Okay, and then we're going to do 100, 65, 65. Okay, and then just put a dash. Leave everything else like that, or whatever you want to call it. You know, you might not have trouble with your numbers, and you're like, I'll just call it pizzazz. You know, I know what it is. That's fine. Whatever works for you. There's no. This is not the secret formula to saving files, but it just works well. Okay, 100 for me. 165, 65, and now what we're going to do is we're going to zoom out again. Okay, and then we're going to clear the build plate. All right, and then after clearing the build plate, go back into the Ultimaker Kira, the download file again. You could always, instead of keep having to do this, you could do this. Watch. Just take the file and just put it on the desktop, and then we can just open it from there. Okay, so now let's try the Kong, also known as the gear. I don't know why I just keep quiet. I don't know. I had a Kong sent once and it was called, you know, Kongs, but gear. Okay, so the gear, see, we click it. As you see, it's not going to work. All right, look how many I had to print. I had to print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had to print 6 different ones to get the right aspect and ratio so that it works right for you. So we already did the homework for you. Okay. All right. Knowing that and moving forward. So now we just go here. I just need to figure out where the other file is. Gear. So right here. Gear. 73, 73, 70. Okay. Now watch what happens. Remember, deselect uniform scaling. Okay, 73, 73, 70, right? See, I made it just the right size. Remember, 73, 73, 70, because that's what we have here. And then we'll just save that there. And see, that's only going to, these parts are going to have print so fast. All right, and then we'll call it, leave it as gear. 73, 73, and then dash, and then put a 70. Okay, and then another dash, and then save it. Okay, how many more do we got? We got a gear. The handle, just print it. It's gonna print like monstrous. It's gonna feel big, but it just works. That's how everything fits into here. We're gonna clear the build plate. And then we're going to drop in the, what is that one? Is that the bearing top? Bearing top. Bearing top will print upwards, believe it or not, which is fine. And then we're going to shrink that a little bit. And my numbers from the bearing top are bearing bottom, mirror handle. Yeah, there's no need to have this one in there because I figured that out. I was going to mirror the handle for like a right hand or left hand. Rod, classic short, gear, bearing top. I was like, wait, what happened? This one looks like it's uniform and it's at 70. Hopefully, let's find out. All right, bearing top, uniform scaling. And 70, it's possible because it was pretty big. 70, okay. And then we'll do 70, 70, 70. I think we'll print that one first after this to see if it actually works, okay. And then we're gonna print all these for you guys, so don't worry about it. Slice it. 8 minutes, great. And then here. 70. Dash 70, and in case you're wondering how I came up with these numbers, is because the access, right, is a 65, and it's like you can't put a 70 into a 60. It's all just math related, and it'll make sense to you when you try this yourself. Okay, so that's the bearing top, and then the bearing bottom is the one that goes in the bottom inside. That's hard and tricky to put in. And you saw me do it on the live stream, so on the previous live stream. So now we're just saving everything for you. Now we're gonna clear the build plate. Okay, clear build plate. And then, so now we have the gear, the handle, bearing bottom. Is this one bearing bottom? Oh, this one, yeah. So this one, we're gonna drop this one in. Bearing bottom is 70, 70, and 80, I believe. Halfway rod classic, and then yeah, bearing bottom right here. 70, 70, 80. Okay, so here's this right here, and then we'll go, well, don't slice it, remember, deselect uniform scaling, and then we'll do 70, 70, 80. Okay, and then voila, see that? Now it'll fit into that little tiny hole. All right, save it. 2 minutes. Gotta love it. And then we'll go here. Oh, this is we can leave all the other text. I don't know why. You could do whatever you want. 70, 70, 80, and then put a dash, and then right here, save it. And then now, I believe, let me just go here. Solved. We have the bearing top, we have the bearing bottom, we have the gear, and we have the blade, which is plinting right now, and then the axis. Okay, the axis is what I thought was the axle, but that's the long rod. So that would be the axis, which is right here. Okay. And then if you don't know the name of the parts, you could always click spacebar. Bearing top, right? Which is right here. Okay, we have that in the folder. And then we can push this out with the toothpick. And then we also have the gear. Okay. And then we also have, which will, the bearing bottom, which is it's inside, and I'll show you that in a second. Bearing bottom, see, and that's that one. That one's hard to get out or in, but I finagled it so that it printed just right. It's like finagle it in there. I almost got it. And you know, who knows, you might have to print some of these parts again, so that's why you want them to be just right. See, look. And that was this one. Okay, tricky to go in, but oops. Yeah, now that's in. Now that's in. Now this is in. Let's check on that print. Oh, hold on. And then we'll put the this one in. Watch your print, but it'll work. See? Now I marked the top because it's hard to tell which side. Remember, we took out the middle part. And then now it should work. Just pull it gently. That's garbage parts anyway. Pull it gently when inside, because if you pull it too hard, it's gonna go up and hit the ceiling. You might have a light, a lamp, a chandelier, and then the next thing you know, you're calling the repairman. All right, so we know it works. And so now, once that prints, let's go back here though. Let's see the print. Hold on. See, there it is. It should stop any minute. See, it's at 85%, 13 minutes. So think of it as half time. We printed half of it, and then it should stop. Nice. It's almost there. 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 Let's see. It'll just jump. So now we have all our parts. It'll be in the folder. What is this thing? We'll just take the name. We'll just relabel stuff so that when we throw it up into the GitHub repository, you guys will have it up there. Okay. It says no supports. I'll just name it. We'll call it solved. Whoops. Not sure why that happened. There we go. Put a dash, and then there you go. Those are all the parts there. The only thing I didn't include and didn't slice is the handle, because that just simply works. Well, let's do this though. Let's throw in, take it from the original source. Okay. And there, handle right there. We're going to print this probably first though, after this propeller finishes. Handle. And then put the handle in there, but not in that folder. We're going to put it in, close that, and then put that in here. Okay, and now we have all the parts in there. Remember, the handle you'll have to slice, because there's no need to, you know, just slice it, because then you might want to reverse it. You might want to put it for left hand or right hand. I'll just use cure for that and then just slice it and you'll be fine. Except for, let me think for a second. Can't remember if I did that or not. Well, let's check the handle that's actually sliced. I don't remember. Bearing, G-code blade, half blade, gear, bearing, access, top. Anyway, we'll just open it and see. Because I can't remember if I turned it or not. I don't think so. I think I just printed it the way it was meant to be printed. Oh, I thought I heard it lifting it. Yeah, you just print it. I can't remember if it was this one. It stopped. Kind of. Oh well, look, check it out. Hold on. See, it worked. And then watch. So it worked. All right. So now, I know you're probably excited, right? But don't do it. Don't use it yet. Hold on. So now that it printed, you want to mark it first so you know what side is the top first. It's the part you lifted up, okay? And then now, just mark, I can color it. It doesn't have to be anything fancy because this is the part where, you know if you put it like this, you're going to have lift, okay? Knowing that, and moving forward, I wanted to relive memory lane, like when you were a kid and had one of these things. Like, I want one. It works. Hot off the press. You can pull it harder again, like I said, then it'll go flying up. Be careful because if you have a chandelier or other stuff, it's going to hit it and go flying. But it works. That's why you want to pull it gently. All right, so we got that working. Gently for the first lift, and if you want to go crazy outside, just, work the magic like that, and then it's going to go flying. All right, great. So I want to print 2 parts just to make sure, and then we're done. And each of those pots would print really, and then the rest is, but before I throw it up into the GitHub repository, we don't need that one. Actually, let's move that to trash. I have it, so I downloaded it. Move to trash. Could always do the other one. All right, and now we're gonna do bearing bottom. Okay. All right, and so we're gonna go here and upload file, and then go into solved. Okay, and then right here, bearing bottom 70, 70, 80. Okay. Knowing that, moving forward, and then print it. It should print. I don't think you don't have to clean the bed every time. Sometimes, given that this print is so small, I think I sprayed it the last time just so it would adhere to it. Just a little bit of 3D lac. That one we don't have to mess with the G-code file because it just works. And this one will actually take 2 minutes, so bear with me for 2 minutes. And then in the meantime, while that's doing that, we could actually upload. There was one more I wanted to do, bearing bottom, right, and bearing top, and it basically do them all except the handle because we already have a handle printed. That wasn't sliced, and then hopefully it works. Bearing bottom, right? And we'll upload bearing top. And then the gear. Okay. Where is the gear? Right here. Voila. Okay. And then there it is. And then what we'll do is we'll test it out on here, see if it works. So we'll have to take this one apart. Doesn't matter which propeller because we have now we got 2 propellers. See? So now you can throw 2 in the air and go get them later. Okay, so let's see what we have. I'll let that print. I'll let you guys watch that in the meantime. Go get more. Alright, so now I'm just gonna take this apart. Right, because we want to see if these parts work. You could use a toothpick or tweezers, see? Just don't mix up the old parts with the new parts, because then you'll drive yourself crazy thinking like, oh my god, it doesn't work. No, it will work. Okay, so that's these right here. The Kong, the axis, and the bottom rod, or whatever it's called. Top bearing, oh, bottom bearing, top bearing, okay. Because one locks in, and you know, it's a bummer that you have to do this. Oh, and then this, the pulley, which is what we have. I knew I was forgetting something. It's okay. Well, we didn't empty the trash, so we're fine. Dun, 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 dun. Whoops, that's not the trash. And then we'll go here. Oh, there it is. It's done. All right, let's check it out. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. I'll bring it over and then you guys can see. There we go. I don't want to scrape my board, so I'm going to use this right here, the plastic scraper. There it is. I'll make it bigger so that you guys can see. See? And then this goes into there. This was the tricky part, getting this thing to actually print in there. See, voila, it went right in. And then, so we know that one works. We'll leave that one in there. See? And then we know that works. So then, remember, we're going to print all new parts. So leave this here. Okay. All right, so now we'll print the Kong or the gear. Oh, well, we could always print them in order because it's going to be so fast. The hardest part is just, the longest part are the other parts. Gear, we'll do the gear. So we're rebuilding it now. Okay, we just pressed on the printer, in case you're wondering. The gear, okay, it says it right there. The gear, 73, 73, 70. And that's gonna take 5 minutes. So we should be done in 15, 20 minutes tops before everyone, the noise begins and it's like, Dad, where's the projector? Set it up. That's okay. We'll be done by all that craziness. All right. So remember, there's one more part, which is axis, bearing, top, bottom, pull rod, classic. See, it was pull rod, not short, but pull rod classic. Okay, and that was this one right here. Yeah. And then so now. And if you're not sure, I can always go back to the fidget file. Half blade, rod classic. Short, see? I assumed too soon, so there it is. So we did 170, 70 classic plus short rod. Classic plus, okay, so there we go. See, I would have done it all wrong. Classic, short plus pull rod. There we go. Let's drag it on to Cura. That one's gonna take a while, but that's okay. It's worth it. See, there it is right there. And then remember, the numbers are, the magic numbers are 170, 70. Remember, deselect uniform scaling, okay? And then right here, where's scaling? Like, where did it go? See, deselect uniform scaling, all right? And then, those numbers were 100, 70, 70, 100, right? And then we'll go 70 and 70. Voila. And then now we'll slice it. Move this here now, just double checking right here. See, classic short 100 70. Glad I wrote these numbers down. One time I did that with the dummy 13 and I didn't I don't remember what the scaling was. Desktop and then solved, and then we're gonna call it, oh come on man, I'm gonna do that 100 70 and then there we go. And now it's saved, so we'll just close that, and then that, and then that. I'm not going to upload this one yet because there's no need to print that yet, but I just need to, yeah, there we go. We'll just check the printer in the meantime. See, there it is, almost done. 2 minutes. 2 minutes with all that. Only took us 2 minutes to do. For you guys, that'll take 2 minutes to print because we did all the homework for you, which is great though. Like, who doesn't want that? Like, literally, it's amazing though how a printer can make a difference. A newer printer versus an older printer, different slicer versus this slicer. So, you know, it's a bummer with certain files, not all files. 95 of the things that were printed here, only 3 prints were challenging. Dummy 13, the Nova, and this one. Like, who doesn't want Savage Planet character? And this was fixed by one of the moderators on the Cure Ultimaker Cure forum. So sometimes if you have trouble with something, they'll. It wasn't like I said, "Hey, can you fix this?" I was like, "Hey, I'm having this problem. The file doesn't print anything. It's empty. It's red here." And they're like, "Oh, just you know, fix it with this." And I was like, "It didn't work because there are online repair wiggies or whatever you call it that will fix your G-code file." And no, it didn't work out. So he was like, "Send me the file." And I sent it to him, and like within, like, I don't know, freaking 30 minutes, I got a reply. "Oh yeah, the problem was this. I did it with that." And then I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Can you share the solution?" He shared the solution, but it was way over my head. And so I was like, "Thank you." I will dedicate my next video to you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was like, wow. I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out, but you gotta, like, you know, your area of specialty is gotta like hone in on it. And mine is not STL repair or engineering when it comes to you know, 3D print builds and customizations, where, you know, folks like that, they're just moderate. They want to help the new guy. And you'll never get roasted on the forums, you know, never ever. Let's see, how much do we have there? Yeah, you're never gonna get roasted on these forums. Let's see what we got. No, that one's upside down. See, almost done. Kind of neat. Let's try this camera. Yeah, we'll take that one off, and then that one should fit inside here. And then we'll print the bearing. And if you're not familiar with, like, oh, I don't know the name of that part, don't worry about it. Oh, it's finito. I'll show you. Just go into the STL file and press spacebar. Here, I'll show you. Hold on a second. So, like, because sometimes you'll have multiple files and you're like, what the hell is that? So what you do is you go back, because I threw it out, but I'll show you. Go back. Did I throw it out? Oh, it's right there. The STL file will always give you a preview if you press spacebar. So in this case, I am going to print the bearing top next, okay? All right, and then first I want to get that off. I'll let you guys see here. Hold on one second. All right, so we got that. Remember, these are the previous parts. Okay, now we're going to print another new part. So now we're going to print bearing top. Okay, well, let's see this. This is this right here. Remember, have that wax handy? I forgot what I did with the wax. And I just had it here a second ago. I don't know. I might have taken it off the table. But you need the wax to, like, or oil, right? Olive oil could work. I just just did with it. This is just wax from my kids' braces. Nothing fancy. You get it for free at the dentist office or wherever. Nowhere special. So here this is, right? Let's do this in the meantime. Okay, that was bearing. Was it bearing bottom? Hold on. I pressed the wrong key. Oh, I remember I need the STL file. Bearing top. Okay, that's what we're going to print next. I just need to go here and then go here. Bearing top, and then print, and then let it print on the printer. Okay, so let's see this. So just take a little bit of wax, you know, just to let it work its magic so the plastic lasts a little bit longer. You know, it's amazing how the printer can print this though. I'm sure better printers can print these parts, smaller parts. I mean, not that I don't have a good printer, but let's see, this is the new one. And voila, see if it's right in. So now the next piece, 2 more pieces, and we are finito. Oh, I'll just leave that like that. So that we got that. That one's gonna take 8 minutes. So bear with me for 8 minutes, and we will be. Oh wow, yeah, 8 minutes. We don't have a lot of time before the party begins. So let's see what we got. But remember, the timer on the Beagle print is off by a minute or 2, so it's not me, it's you. But that's fine, you know. This one, oh man, I should have sprayed. It'll be okay. I was like, I should have sprayed some lax. Let's see. So I'll just leave this here because it looks like I'm going to be needing it sometimes in the future. And this one print, I forgot to see. You could always go into, where's the console? No, usually it does, but it's fine. Let that print, and we'll go here. Let's see if anyone's chimed in. See, I was forgotten. It doesn't give you the G code in there to tell you what layer it's at. Maybe it does, but I don't. You know, I don't know. Let's figure out. Oh, no one's here yet. Okay, no one's here. Wait, maybe no one's here. No, we are live. I was like, wait, maybe we're not live. We're just early, that's all. You know? See? Yeah. 2 are watching. That's great. To whoever you 2 are. Welcome to the show. I just want to see if sometimes we do live Q&A here. We have some questions I need answering. We'll do that. For some reason, my comments are being held or removed by YouTube. Love the video. That's great. It's possible the last time this happened before, and the last time this happened I had to change my password, so thank you for the heads up. Or it could be like shadow banned or something, I don't know. But yeah, I don't delete comments because all comments are good comments even when they're bad comments, because when you comment on a video, whether it's good, bad, or ugly, the algorithms will push that video closer and closer to the homepage, so it shows up on the splash screen of YouTube in certain zip codes, which is great. And then they test that. So I don't care about the bad comments. And when I do get bad comments, I try to monetize on the comments. I try to do like Sean Gatz does, where how can I monetize on that comment, right? And then turn that into a video so I can get a view. You know, 1 view, maybe 1 penny. That's enough, you know, to round off and get $1. But if there's profanity, then I delete it, because we got kids on the channel too. You know, sometimes my kids will come on here and try to live stream. Actually, they have. You know, they don't need to see that shit. But you know, they're familiar with, you know, the trolls and the you know, silly comments and, you know, like blah blah and stuff like that. No, we will leave them and try to turn them into. But if there's, like I said, foul language, we remove. All right. So knowing that, I'm moving forward. Yeah. So thank you for that, and I will definitely. Looks like I need to change the password again. But I don't delete any of my comments. So let me. This is a bummer. Maybe YouTube. Remember, YouTube is run by eye. A lot of that stuff. Let me see how to find it. And it's possible it could be hidden. Oh, I have to check the status of that video. Some videos got blocked. I think the last video I did with the song 8675309 was partially blocked in some areas. So I'm not sure if that was blocked in some areas by you. Oh wow, 3,115 subscribers. Oh my god, 3,000 subscribers. That means we got to do a honorary video of 3,000. Yeah, I'll definitely do that over the weekend or on Monday. Every time you reach a milestone, 500 subscribers, 100 subscribers, 500, 1,000 subscribers, 2,000, 1,000, whatever the ratio is. And then, now we're at 3,000. So I got a 3,000 subscribers. Wow, it's amazing. I remember when I had 1 subscriber. All right, so knowing that, moving forward, let me just go back into the content and see which videos got blacklisted. Content, and okay, I'll share it. So, if I go here, so one is partially blocked because of that song 8675. It doesn't put a copyright strike on your channel, because you can check with YouTube what songs you could use. I just felt that was really cool at the time. But the one that he left a comment on, no, it's public. It's not blocked. Full monetization, 4 comments. But if you're using the music, and then you go here and you type in 867530867 867. Oh yeah, 75309, and then it'll tell you. See, you can't monetize on that, but you can use it. I have another video coming out on copyright, so for you guys, and I don't want to play it right now, but that's how you check to see if you could use a song. So I always do that, except sometimes it doesn't tell you, how using this track will not affect your video's visibility, but will make it ineligible for monetization, shorts monetization. So even though it says that, as you can see, I got freaking partially blocked. So don't always believe what you see, but as long as it's listed in the YouTube algorithms of songs you could use, you will be fine. And then when you go back into the content, looks like, oh no, it's not done. As you can see, that video is partially blocked, ineligible. Well, it could be what the slash meant, but yeah. So unfortunately, but that, I don't know why that happened. Then you can just look at other metrics and stuff like that for your videos. But it's about, let's see, I could probably get 5,000 subscribers by next week, but no, it's a bad time because I was at like 20-something hundred, 2,300, and when I launched a video of me flying the drone, YouTube will only feed you what you're hungry for. So if you're not hungry for those videos, you're not going to get that. So for example, now everything is drone related, and I got 500 subscribers in one day. In one day, I got 500 subscribers and rounded everything off to like the 3,000. I was like, and then someone's like, I could watch this 5 days a week or every day of the week, whatever that comment was. I was like, do I want to really get another 1,000 subscribers in 2 days? No, because I'm not that channel. You have to figure out your niche, and my niche is everything that glitches. And once I become the flying channel, or let's say you become a viral sensation, there are 2 ways to become viral. I want to wake up in the morning and find the channel viral. I don't want to wake up in the morning and have a video that's viral. And a lot of the gurus talk about that, like how to do this and that on YouTube. And what happens is when you have a viral video, that video goes viral. Yes, you'll get subscribers, but then the subscribers that subscribe to you because they liked that kind of video. And then when you start doing a video like this, like, wait, what's he doing? Well, what the fuck is that? Like the 3D printing. Then they either leave or you lose that moment, like that cranberry guy, or like you see those viral videos, and I don't want that for this channel. There will be more flying videos. I did promise one more. I do call in all my flights now just to make sure. I check all the apps. I check Police Dispatch. There's one of the council in town, one of the council members. She shared that the sergeant said it's okay. You know, there's no need to call in, but he said if you want to, that's fine. But I just feel like I do. But so, you know, we'll do more flights, but it's raining, and I don't want to be live flights all the time or just flights all the time because there's not much. But we do have flight videos happening for the Mavic 3 Pros, a few more features on that, and then, you know, we're going to go back to, I want to fix that radio. I want to, but again, if you want to go viral, that's the thing, is to follow the algorithms and what people are hungry for and chasing at the time, and then you make a video according to that. And then there's another link you can go into, inspiration. If you click here, I'm probably going to say drone stuff. Not drone, yeah, UFOs or something. See, FPV ultra. So it's changed a little bit. Head tracking. I already have one on head tracking. And you look there, brainstorm on topic. But I don't chase the algorithms because it's not my thing. I do different. You know, I do me. But that's why some of my videos are late. Like, wait, they did that a long time ago. Yeah, they did. I'm doing it now. All right, so doing that, moving forward. Because there's always going to be someone new. Someone's going to buy a printer tomorrow. Someone's going to buy a drone tomorrow. And so those newer videos, right, are you know, they get bumped, and the newest one gets pushes to the front. So I'm not worried about, you know, where I stand in line. So you see, whoa, whoops. So then this one printed a little bit too short. Okay, so I have to figure out the aspect ratio for that. All right. So I messed up somewhere, but this will still work as long as the rod fits in there. See what the length is a little off. All right, so somewhere we messed up. It's okay, we'll fix it. We will fix it. So we just reverse the numbers and go back here. And we'll let it print. I'll set it up before the kids come back because they should be back soon. And then go to bearing top. See? And then there it is. Huh. It does look a little bit shorter. Don't know why it's short. Go here. No one's coming. Oh wait, did that just say hi? Hold on. Oh, Ken. Hey, Ken, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome. I messed up on one of the configurations. Let me just pop this out. Pop out chat. Go there. I just want to get a print going before the kids come. We'll go here. And then go back. Actually, let's put this here. This way I can just look. Fidget. Bearing top. 60, 60, 100. Okay. Huh. Very interesting. So somewhere along the line, something went uniform scaling, deselect 60, 60. Yeah, so I did mess up. See, I don't know what I did, but see, that rod is tall. We want that, okay? 60, 60, 11 minutes. I was wondering why it was, yeah. But before we do that, let's do this. Let's go back into the solved one. See what we got. Bearing top. 70, 70, 70. See that? All right. And that's what we're going to do here. Delete it. Okay. And then go back into here. Into, that's weird. Why am I not? Huh. I don't know. Probably because I closed it. Ken, good to see you. And go here. Log in. Printable files. Interesting. See, 70, 70, 70. Okay, so that's where I messed up, because 70, I was like, wait, why is this so short? So we're going to delete it, clean off the board. What? Hold on. Press pause. Complete. Okay. I'm not going to print that again though. Hold on, let's go back into Cura. Remember, 60, 60, 100. Save to disk. Okay, bearing top. 60, 60, 100. Okay. I'm going to put another dash. Save it. Go back into the folder. And then we'll go right here. So it's there. And we deleted the other one. Okay. Let's just make sure it's in the trash. Yep, it's in the basura, in the garbage. All right, that's why we're doing this live, so that you guys can see and make sure everything works. Okay, and then we'll zip it and throw it on the GitHub repository. So now I'm just going to delete this 70. Okay, I don't know where I got those numbers from. Bearing top, probably by mistake. So let's upload here and then go into bearing top 60, 60, 100. Okay, and then we're going to oh, you can't see anyway, hold on a second. And then we're going to upload it. Okay, here we put it right there, 60, 60, 100. I just need to clean off the board. All right. Put a little more lac on there. Okay, and now we're going to press print. And then we'll just double check the digits here on the fidget folder. Yeah, see? Wait. I think I messed up. Bearing bottom. Why do I have two bearing bottoms? Fidget. Ah. Bearing top. 70 width. Ah, you're killing me. I think that's the bearing top. Hold on. So the bearing top, hold on one second. Let's stop that. Hold that thought. And then click yes. Okay. So bearing top. I don't know, this one might take a little bit longer because 70 width. 70Y. Okay. We'll do 70, 70, 100. That should do, and then the Z, because it has to be 100 because for the height. Damn it. 12 minutes. Okay. We could handle 12 minutes. Let's try that. So we might waste 24 minutes, but at least we'll get it to work. 70, 70, 100. Okay. And then go here, bearing top. I don't know why I just put 70W though. It's okay, we'll know, you know? Alright, I'll just do it here. I don't want to we'll leave that one there, upload. And then we'll do, not that one. Solved, bearing top, 70, 70, 100, okay? We don't, it's 12 minutes. Let's delete this one. We'll print one first and then delete the other one, because as you see, we can't delete it as of yet, because we need to start a new print. Okay. Bearing top, 70, 70, 100. Delete the old one. And then we'll just click refresh, log in, and then delete the other one. And if it is the correct one, then we'll just do it that way. See bearing top 60, 60, 100. We're going to delete that. And then why? Because as you can see, bearing top 70, 70, 100. And if I go into my fidget folder, right here, bearing top, I have 70 width. So I don't know why I don't have the rest in there, but we'll find out in a second once it prints. We could always, I don't know, print it. So this one's garbage, okay? Goes into the garbage pile. And then this one will take 12 minutes. 12 minutes isn't too long, but it seems like a lifetime when you're working under the gun, when you have like your kids and their friends coming over. But that's okay, we'll just let it print and then I'll come back and work some magic. But that's the only thing that concerns me. Like, why would I just do one number, right? Let's see, do this. You can zoom in, right? And then flip it over. And then we can zoom in again. And then go into see what happens if we do 100, right? See? It's uneven. And then if we put 70, see? And then if we adjust another number, the Y, 7, oh, where there were 70 is already there. 100, see? So that's the width. That's probably why I just put a W there. That's why you want to, if you're going to screw around with the settings, make sure that you have, just leave all the details in there like I just did when on the file, so that you know, okay, 70, 70, 100, bearing top. And then after this, I believe we just have the rod, okay? And the, well, the axis, 65, 65, 165, 65, okay? Knowing that and moving forward, we can experiment and see on that and see how it looks. Let's clear the build plate, clear build plate, and then zoom out, and then file, open recent, and then we want the original rod. We just take it from the file and drag it in. See, it's already almost done. It's at 18%. Let's see. Actually, we can do this here. Put that there for now. And then go with Ken. Are you still there? Got to get you a printer. Fidget. But I want the original file. I don't want the solve. I want to see original file. And then go into the access and just drag it into Cura. And then click on it. See, there it is. Okay. And then now I can click on fidget file and look for the access, which is right there, 165, 65. And the reason why is because I'll explain to you. 100 is the length, and then we do 65, right? And then 65 because the other part, right, which is a little bit bigger, we'll zoom in, which is the one that we just saw, the bearing, we'll just close this right here, open up the solved one. If you look at, actually let's do it here so you could see it and I can explain it better. We'll move this here, move that in there. See, the axis is 65, but remember, bearing top 70, 70, 100. So you can't put a 70 into a 70. So the piece going in has to be smaller. Get it? So that's this piece right here, bearing top. And let's bring that in so I can explain it. So you just have to think backwards and go smaller. So the next one is smaller, and the next one is smaller, and the next one is even smaller, smaller. But the question is like, do you do a round number or a whole number or a partial number? So that would be here. I'll just bring it into Cura. Bearing top. And now, but I'm kind of like the dummy 13, if that makes any sense. So if I brought this in, we should be able to move it though. Whoops, not scale it. Move, make sure you're always in move. So as you can see, See? So this one, what I believe was 7070, right? Oh, you can't see. Hold on. Let me bring it in. Oh, no, you can. I was like, because I have a different screen here. Try to lower it. Make sure you're in the right. Okay. So this one was 70, 70, 100, right? But if this was 70, it's never going to fit. So that's why this one was made. Do you remember? I don't remember. This one was made 65. 65. So we'll do it for you live. Too bad I can't print it like this. That would be cool. So then you go to scale, right? And then you went to 65, 65, 100. And this one was, I think it was 75 or 70 or something like that. 75, right? Or 70. See? 75, 75, and deselect uniform scaling because you don't want to print. So what happened the last time we did that? 100. See? And then now you can put the 65 into the 75 because it is bigger. But hold on, let me see. Bearing top 70. Okay, so that was 70. And it took a while to figure out whether to use a half number or an increment number. If you use increment numbers, like smaller digits, like 72, 73, 74, it doesn't really make a difference. You got to use rounded off even numbers, like 70. See, 70. And then now, this will print, will go into there. Just make sure when you don't do what I just did, like when you try to move it and I hit the scale, if that happens, just reset it so that you don't like fuck up your parts. And then that's lifting it up. So then that would go into there. So you can't print it all like that. That would be kind of neat and just drop it in. So yeah, so if that makes any sense, but that's why we're doing this live, so that we know it works, and then we'll zip it and set it and forget it. Let's see how many minutes are left on the print though. Let's say hello to Ken though. Ken's a really cool guy. He flies too. He's good. He's been flying probably longer than me, but he has some pretty cool drones. Let's see. He has the original Mavic, the Mavic 1, I think, right? Or just Mavic or the Mavic. I keep calling it Mavic. It's actually a Mavic. Hold on a second. Let's check the printer. Nice. How much is left though? That's where they get us. Okay, it's at 67%, so that's a good sign. Because I'm like, no, it's at 50% or 67%, and it's almost now. It's good. 4 minutes left. So then the rest of the 4 should make it taller because we want it to look like the one that I am holding in my hand. And so what we'll do is we'll mark them so that we know. So we'll mark this one. This one's a little dirty on the side. Not dirty, but from the sandpaper because I sanded it. So we'll have it marked so we can tell the difference between the two. So we're not throwing in the same parts. As we put some over here. We'll probably use that for the other one now. 73, let me double check. Yep. Yeah, good. And this is what we got the last time. Oh, let's say hello to Ken though. Hi, Ken. Good to see you. How are things? This one of my favorites. Let's see. This one was good. This one we didn't have to figure out, configure. We just had to print it, glue it, hot glue it, and then put it together. Oh, and string it. The stringing part was hard, but we did that all live. Kind of neat, huh? And yeah, so this one, you can go to that file online and just download it and print it. But the next print will be short. Print of next week since it's a holiday and we don't want to leave you guys stuck at your printer when you should be with your family. So we'll do a short print that will work just right for you, so that you can set it, forget it, and we'll save prints like this for the new year, where you know, the more challenging ones. But the next one, don't worry, we'll just leave you without the headaches. And this should work. So we got the wax on that part. This one we may have to sand, because I had to sand it before. Only because that's what the instructions said on the video, but as you can see in the video, it said that we should be able to print it. So if you feel like it doesn't need to be sanded, forget about it. Don't sand it, you know, because as you can see, we got it to print, but it was kind of a nightmare getting it to work. But we figured out the solution so that it works just right for you. Might need another. That's fine. I'll use an old. If you don't got a new piece of sandpaper, don't worry about it. Just use what you got. It's about 1 minute and 30 seconds left, which is great, because then that means all we got to do is print the access next, or axle, I call it. And I'll leave these here so that we know. And that one doesn't need to be sanded. Now, remember, and it's always off. It might say 1 minute left, and then we still have maybe 30 seconds. So it's always off by a little bit. Transition. Look at that. Amazing how we could just print that, right? And standing up without knocking it down. Oh, it will happen. It's happened before. That's when the nightmare begins. See, 58 seconds at 99% left, but as you can see, it's a little tad off, but it's all right. There it is. Voila. Kind of neat. Here it is right there. I was like, wait, what did I do with the old one? It's right here. Everything's here. So we have the old one, which is right here. And then we have the new one, which is right there. It did say to sand it in the video, but you know... Oh yeah, I could see why. I know why. It's those little lines. Oh. Just sanding it a little bit. Not to like... Nice. Just to get rid of that line. There's a way to get rid of that line though. I've seen some guys share that secret with your settings when you dial it in or something. See? And then this one, voila, fits right in there. Now one more. And we'll zip it up and throw it up into the cloud. All right, so knowing that, moving forward, let's see what we have here. So now that would be the access. Printable files. Great, we did it all before they came home, because the rest you guys can do on your own. Except maybe I'll print the propeller, because I remember I did change the code and I put 25 layers and some other stuff. We'll make sure that works, okay? Gear, bottom, medium, propeller blade, gear, top, bearing, bearing bottom, medium prop. Huh, did I not upload it? That's so weird. I thought I did. It's fine. We'll upload it. Access. Okay. Remember, it's in the solved folder. Okay, everything's taken from the solved folder. Select open. Okay. And then we'll just print it. 165.65 and press print. Don't delete it. Oh, you can't see. Hold on. See? It's right here. I just put it there. Oh, wait. I got time. Hold on. Voila. You gotta be fast. I was like, I forgot to clear off the board. Remember to clean off the board? And you see how easy it is when the stuff is left there a long time. So that's going to take 4 minutes, which is great. 4 minutes and we'll be up in the air in no time. Things that fly. So if there's a TFR, wherever you are, just bust out the PLA and start printing wherever you are. It kind of rhymes, right? Except, oh, they're over there. So these are garbage. Throw that out. The good stuff is over here, and they should work. Remember, we printed one. This is the one with the darker, and the older one had like a couple lines on it. and then we'll put the older parts over here, because now all I got to do is print another handle. Actually, I should print the handle, so we've got to print the handle, and then we'll zip it up and throw it into the cloud so that you guys, the handle is going to take a little bit. That's gonna, I'll just leave it. I think it said how long, 30 minutes or something like that. I can't, well, we'll know when we press print, but this is only going to take 4. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I can do this and zoom it out. Kind of neat, huh? That's how we started in the beginning, before I was able to add the camera of the printer to many cams. Look at that. This printer's amazing. I still like it. There are a lot of new printers down. I'm actually working with the folks at Creality. They're going to send me the part, hopefully, to fix it. They send you a troubleshooting video on how to troubleshoot it. And then, you know, I was hoping that I would not have to take it apart. But I think I don't have to take it apart. I think it's just an access limit switch, which is great. And I did they want you to do a multimeter reading test, and then that's how you tell if the part's dead or not. That's another story. I don't want to get into that. It was a nightmare. So let's see. Yep, so that's it. So now you get the idea of that, right? A 70, the next part going in can't be a 70 because you can't put a 70 into a 70. So it has to be either a 60 or 65, depending on the part. In this case, it was a 60. If we click on it and go here to the scaling, right, and then click there. See? And of course, remember, I moved it, right? So you have to make sure that when you move it, you're on move, because if you're in scale and trying to move it, you're going to screw the whole thing up. As you can see, I just put it back to 65. Like, for example, see, it's at scale. Like, oh, I want to put it over there, and then if we do that, you didn't press move, so you're kind of like scaling it if you're not on the move. And if you're on scaling, like, oh, let's move it over there. Whoops, I moved it. See, and you can just undo it, but you get the idea. Let's delete. Oh, let's clear the build plate, because I believe we're done here as long as that last piece prints. And we'll see who else is here on the comments section. Huh, it was here a second ago. Oh, it's right there. Nice. Ken. Okay, Ken's probably busy doing something, but that's okay. Nice to see that you're here. Ken's in the shadows. He probably had something to do. Really nice guy. Likes flying. And he's got the Mini 3. No, he's got the Neo, a Mavic drone, and he just got the goggles and some other stuff and lots of gadgets. I told him he should start a YouTube channel because the guy has more gadgets than than we can imagine, and he could do some tech reviews on that kind of stuff, because a lot of people want to know about the stuff that he gets, you know, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work, sometimes they're yay, sometimes they're nay, and you can have your own. But you know, he just likes he doesn't want to. It's kind of like my my kids. They wanted to go be YouTubers at first, but then they were like, maybe we don't want to do it anymore. It was kind of like that. So just have fun with it. Have fun. But let's see what we have here. Let's see what's happening. Let's see what other comments and questions we might have. YouTube, how to by Lou. Let's see. We only have one watching. That's probably me. All right, so now we're gonna go here. Other comments and questions we answer. Yeah, so thank you for that, Market Bay. I will change the password. Looks like Drone Valley. Like, this guy's really cool. He's like me. He's like all these drone sightings and not one clear image or picture. But I did see them. It doesn't count when you say you saw it. I saw them. They look like giant window washing drones. But I don't know, because I was out with my kids last night and they were like, Dad, look, a drone. And I looked up, oh my God, I've seen those drones before. They look like giant window washing drones with the what do they call it? With the regulated lights required by the FAA. Clearly, it's not a UFO, and it looked like a real commercial grade drone that, you know, required could lift a heavy shit. But it looked, you know, it looked like a commercial grade drone that's doing more than just taking pictures. It was big, and that's all I can say. And it was a drone, and neither I or my kids were fazed by it because, you know, how many drones have we seen? And so it's different when you work with drones and you see a drone in the sky. You just wonder like, wow, who's that? Like, wow, I wish I had that. So whoever has that drone must have like a deep pockets because it's a beautiful drone. And you know, but whereas people have never seen drones before and finally looking up in the sky, you know, it's different. You know, I can understand their fear. But anyway, enough of that. We're over it. I'm over it. I'm done with it. But do call, check for TFRs, check the app, check the website, check the FAA. Don't trust the app because sometimes it might not purge and update until later. Knowing that moving forward, we're done with drone stuff. I mean, no, not we'll still do drone stuff on the channel, but you know, we're done with the hysteria. All right, wow, it worked. It took a little longer, but no, it's the right size. We'll find out in a second, though. You can always adjust it. Okay, here it is here. And then we're gonna transition. Okay, yeah, it just looks a little longer because it's fresh off the press. But see, there's the original one right there. All right, so now, whoops, I'm gonna drop that though. It should fit. Remember, the 65 goes into the 70, right? And then you just gotta. No, I don't think you need to wax it. See, and then you push it in until it clicks, and then voila! Look at that. Kind of neat, huh? Except maybe you might wanna. I don't know. I just had it here a second ago. Don't you hate when that happens? When you have something that was here, not here. Looking for the wax. That's okay. It'll show up later, probably under my shoes or something. Whoops. Or maybe even olive oil. You know what? Let's do olive oil. Only because the wax will cause it to adhere and stick, right? And you want it to fly off the handle, right? I have the olive oil. One moment, please. Please stand by. Your call is important to us. Only this way it'll slip off the handle, because with the wax most likely it'll stick. This is just olive oil. Forgot why I put it in here. But obviously. Oh, I hear somebody. Yep. We finished just in time because we'll let the handle print. Make sure it prints. Okay, and then now transition. And then go here to the one that we printed with the dark black on top, and then away we go. So now we know it works. We're almost there. Slowly and gentle when inside, because as you know, if you pull it too hard, it's going to hit the ceiling. So if you have a I don't have chandeliers in here, it's just a tinfoil ceiling. Oh, tinfoil ceiling. For those that got tinfoil hats. Hold on. See? Really? Whoa. Alright, we'll get that later. We know that works. I'll look for that. In the meantime, let's go back into the Beagle print. And I'll let the other one print in the meantime, okay? And I'll get the kids set up with their movie night. So that would be bearing top, gear top, bearing bottom. Medium propeller. No, we did the propeller. Medium 75, 75, 100. Bearing top. Medium medium propeller braid. I don't know, I forget the names of the parts, to be honest with you. That would be top. No, the handle we're not going to print. Solid. Medium blade. If you forget what they are, just go here into fidget, and then we'll just press space bar. Hold on, I'll show you guys. And then we'll just do this. Space bar. That's not it. That's a G code. So remember, G code files can't be previewed. Okay. So then what we'll do is we'll just go here. Go there, and then go here, and then go pull rod. Pull rod classic short, okay? That's what it was. I'm surprised it didn't upload it. Solved, and then go to bearing bottom, bearing top, gear. Huh. Oh, there it is. Pull rod classic short, 170/70. I don't know why I didn't see it here. 100. Huh. I guess I never uploaded it. Okay, that's fine. We'll upload. That's why we're doing everything live. Okay, 170/70 pull rod classic. Give me 25 minutes. That'll give me time to set these guys up, and then press upload at the top, and then print 25-30 minutes. And now we have one here. We'll just mark it with the marker. Especially with kids, they're like, "You took my rod." No, it's mine. Like, how do you know which one's yours? I know because it has that thing on it. Right there, put a little black line. Okay, so that's gonna take 35 minutes. I will be back in 35 minutes, and if all works, we will say goodnight. And that's the pull rod. Okay, knowing that and moving forward, and that's it. Oh, thank you for posting this and letting people see that we really do more than just send our drone up into the air. I know I'm in the middle of nowhere, Massachusetts, but still use remote ID and check the app to see if there is anything flying in the area and make sure it has satellites connected and good to go. Yeah, you gotta, like, you know, a lot of people are... It's possible that someone's cashing out on their Christmas bonus and then just flying this shit around not knowing. That does happen. You know, that could be why they put TFRs all over the freaking country. Because, you know, I could see that happening at Christmas time. Oh, wow, thanks, Dad. Just what I wanted, a drone. Why don't we charge it, Billy, and go outside? Good idea, Dad. And then they go out, fly their drone, find out this. You know, hopefully that's the case. I don't know. You know, as you know, I don't do speculation videos, but it's just messed up what's happening. All right, knowing that, let's do the full screen. Let's do the print bed instead of the screen, right? Nice. All right, so let's do this. I'll do a Siri. Hey Siri, set the timer for 30 minutes.
30 minutes starting now.
All right, catch you guys on the flip side. I gotta go set up a projector and stuff like that, and hopefully this should work. And in the meantime, before I go up, as you know, like I did before, I just need to make sure that that configuration is correct when it comes to the rod. Oh yeah, 170/70 classic rod short. Okay. That's weird. Oh, it's right here. No wonder. Printable file. Yep, that's it. All right.
I don't understand what does he need a phone or something? You don't know if he's on the bed? I didn't see it.
We're back. Hopefully it works. Oh wow, it's like I fell asleep. Hold on. All right, let's see. 100% took about 29 minutes. And now, do that. See, big difference from the default file. That prints out of the box. This prints after we configure it, but we need to wax it up, right? Wax on. Do this little Mr. Miyagi kind of thing. Hold on. Had it here a second ago. So for this, I would use the wax instead of the olive oil because it will stay on longer and not cause it to, you know, last a little longer. And then we just do that with it, with the wax, like he did in his video, except his printed at one try. It looks like, yeah, looks about the same as you can see, but one has a score. One we scored in black, which is this one. And now, the moment of truth. If I can find it. Oh, it's right here in front of me. All right, now put it in, and all you got to do is just print the handle. There's no configuration of the handle, and then voila. Haha, it works. All right, let's try the one that we printed, which went flying under there somewhere. Okay. Flying back here somewhere. Hold on. Maybe it flew back. Yeah, it went back there. Okay, that's this one. The one that we customized and built. See? Whoa. I gotta watch my phone though, because that's about to slip out of my pocket. So remember, hard goes far and high. Okay? Far and high. So gentle will go low and slow. See? Whoa. Sort of. Alright, let's try that again. See? It works. There you have it, folks. We could print one more propeller. Okay, just to be sure. Upload. And then we'll go to classic, I believe it was. Medium prop blade. See? Right here. Solved. That's the one where we adjusted the G code. So I'll just upload that. And in case you're wondering, we'll just go here. Solved. Oh, can't see. Transition. Cancel there. And then go here. And then go here. Solved. Prop blade medium. And then open it up in Sublime Text. Go to Find. Click in Layer. And then here. 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 See, we put 25, and then we did something at the bottom just to make sure it works. Then we're zipping it and throwing it up in the GitHub repository so that you guys that have the Ender 3 Pro and want to relive your memory from your childhood toys that you once had as a kid, that you could now 3D print on your own at home. And now we just go here, upload, and solve right there, and then open. And then print it. Oops. And I'll be back in another 30 minutes. Oh no, remember, it's going to take 15 minutes because we haven't figured out how to change the clock, but we figured out the whole layer thing. Okay, so if you know how to fix the layer so that, or the clock, so that it's not 29 minutes, share that secret. But other than that, it'll work. So just remember, don't go away. Don't plan a 30-minute run when the print will be done in 15 minutes. But also I would recommend having a camera. Oh. Make sure your build plate is clear Otherwise, yeah, that's another story. But I'll be back in about 15 minutes or so, and I'll get a notification on my phone. But again, have a camera print experience so that you can check it and not worry. It's where you can stop it if you do disappear and it starts to turn to spaghetti. You can fix that. All right, so that works. Look at that. Again, we'll throw these up on the repository. I think we're good to go. Hold on 1 second. Transition. And we'll go here. We'll leave that there. Hey Ken, you're probably busy, but that's okay. And all the files are here. Remember, the handle's an STL file. Just slice it and you'll be fine. It doesn't require any configuration. And now we're just gonna close it and then go here. And I could print it, but nah, it's fine. That's the only thing that prints normally. And then we're going to compress. Okay, there it is, compressed. And then now we're going to go to the GitHub repository. Click on new, GitHub, and if it, oh, it'll work. Da, 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 da. My finger. Signing in, and we're going to click new. I forget what this is called. Hold on. We'll just call it like this. Go here. Let's call it. Is that what it's called? Strong flying propeller pulcopter. Okay, that's fine. We'll leave it like that. No big deal. Solved. Solved. Copter toy STL file solved. Works well on the Ender 3S1 Pro. Should work well on other printers too. Okay, and then we'll go back here, go to YouTube, copy a link so they can watch this video, they can scrub through or whatever, and then go here, Control X, close that, and public, anyone can see it, and readme, nah, we'll fix the readme, add it later, yeah, why not, and then we'll add that later, create repository, and then go back, go here, your repositories, see, and then it's there, and then we'll go to here, upload an existing file, choose files here, and then go, we don't want to, we want to take the file from the desktop, remember, which is the zip file, solved right there, open, and then comments or changes as seen in the live YouTube video. Okay, link is below. Okay, live streaming solution. We're like, yo, it don't work in real time. Normally I make videos like this and just edit it, but you know, this is great that you guys can see in real time solution it happening. Okay, and I believe that is it. Add readme. You can add a readme, why not? everything is scaled to size and fit just right for you. I feel free to leave comments and questions in video. Comments are usually answered every weekend. Okay. And well, I don't know specific days because it depends on my kids. Like, for example, they came home tonight early. They're having a slumber party, which means I gotta hang around and I can't be loud and, you know, need to attend and fix like the projector upstairs or put them to bed when it's time, and then all that other fun stuff that comes with being, you know, having friends staying over. So we can't. But once a week we answer the questions live in real time. Okay, so when you leave it there, unless it's something like I think it's going to be like, oh wow, they could really use help with that now, like if I get out of work early and I have time, I'll do it. Come January the schedule will change, so I won't have a lot of time, but I'll have some time, which is fine. You'll still get your question answered, or who knows, someone else will chime in and provide a solution for you. Okay, knowing that and moving forward, I just leave it as readme. Extended description. It's like I don't know. I just wanted to save. Yeah. What's that? Read me. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. And what's the other one? So one is a zip file, and that's it. And there you go. There you have it. I'll leave that in the video. Actually, I wonder if I can. No, I don't want to do that now. Last time I edited a video while we were live streaming, and for the description it crashed. So I'll be sure to do this after the video. Okay? Go to my profile, and something else happened. I think I disconnected one of the USB-C connections, and some shit happened. You know, like things just glitched out. All right, so there it is. We'll put it in later. All right, and I saw an email come in. Hold on a second. Let's see. It's probably from the folks at Creality. I'm supposed to send them a video tonight too of the troubleshooting that I had done with my thing that's just going bonkers. But I was able to how to by will, I believe. It's not here. Another stuff. Hold on, let me check another email account. There we go. Oh, feedback. They want a survey. I hate when they do that. But the problem is it's like, let's rate your experience. I just sent the reply back saying I'm gonna send them the video later, and instead, after I sent that reply, like, hi, how would you rate your experience? It's not done yet. Maybe I need more time. Like everyone's so worried about the survey, you know. And if you get too many tarnishes on your survey, don't worry. I'm gonna fill out the survey. I'm gonna give you 5 stars. I know, you know, you might get fired if you don't have 5 stars. Companies like, you know, what do they tell you? They put you on the path to success if you don't have many 5-star reviews or no reviews. So I know that feeling, you know, but don't worry, it's coming. Just relax. Let's fix this problem and then worry about your survey points. Hi. Just a couple of questions. Me, I tip. I tip if the guy comes to, you know, to deliver. If I have to go pick it up, I'm not tipping, you know. If I pick it up, what's my survey? I haven't even had the food yet. You know, how would I rate? Sometimes that happens, like when they say cash or charge, how would you rate? And do you want a tip? I'm like, no, I'm not tipping. I left my house in the freezing cold rain to come get this. But you come, you know, I always tip the delivery guys. I back in the day when I was in High school I worked as a delivery guy. I made a shitload of money. Now you can't, but so I know what it's like, you know. So I will chip, cheap. I will tip generously, because I've been that guy. But if I'm coming to get it, no. And then when you come get it, they ask you for a tip and a survey. I'm like, what do I need a survey for? I want to eat the food first, and then rate my experience based on what I tasted, because nothing happened yet. If nothing happened, how can we like? Okay. Beagle print. Log in. See how many. So if we're halfway, oh, it's at 57%. 18 minutes left. But remember, we can't go by this because the clock is gonna. It's gonna see it's almost like a quarter way through. It's gonna stop at like in a bit. So that's why we can't really. Remember, we're testing the file where we changed the number from 48 or 49 to 20 whatever 25 because the I don't know, thinking like that would change the clock or something, but we want to make sure that this works because that's what we just threw up there. Okay. Oh wow, I didn't know you texted me this morning, Ken. Was that this morning? Nah. Wasn't it snowing this morning? Huh. Good morning, Lewis. Are we going flying today? I have to go to the bank. Oh, I didn't know that. Wait, wasn't it snowing this morning? I don't know. It's snowing morning. Let's call Ken and put him live. Let's see. Hello, caller. You're on the air.
Hey, Lewis.
Hi, caller. You're on the air. How can we help you? No, just kidding. Wait, wasn't it snowing this morning?
Yeah, it was snowing.
Yeah.
I called you.
Oh, so you got to read the guidebook. There's no flying when in the when you have water and rain coming from the sky. Yeah.
We have to test our equipment.
No, I know. I can't wait. But next week, hopefully, the weather's nice, and there aren't any TFRs. But we'll fly next week. Monday, I'm free after 10. Hold on. I'm free around at 12:30. I'm free.
Okay, let me see if.
Actually, let's check the weather. And don't worry, I'll call to make sure and check for no TFRs. You kind of have to now, you know, just to like be on the shit list or something, you know. Hold on, let's check weather. But
so I forgot what I was gonna say. You know, some companies selling waterproof skins now.
Skins for what?
Your drones.
Yeah,
that you could fly in the rain.
Oh no, you can't fly. You're not allowed to fly in the rain.
You're not allowed to fly in the rain at all?
No, FAA regulations. Yeah, I'll give you one of the books I have. Yeah.
Holy smokes!
I mean, it's possible they have. If you have one of those commercial drones and it's an emergency and you got to check a power line or something. You know, like the connection. Most likely, you know, there's a waiver. But hold on one second. Can I fly my drone in the rain? Yeah, you should watch the Philly drone guy. He broke every rule in the book. Plus
yeah, I like him, but I think he's off the air now.
Yeah, they took him away. The van came for him. You don't want the van to come for you.
He's a great pilot too.
Yeah, he was. I saw his stuff. He was just he had like balls of steel. The guy just flew with no, I don't know, no fear. But wait, so yeah, and plus you'll ruin some electronic components. It's not like, unless it's waterproof, you sprayed it with something.
Yeah.
But no, you can't. It's part of one of the FAA guidelines. I'll send you a link to the video. The UAV coach has some really interesting stuff.
Okay.
Whoops, hold on. But yeah, watch.
You're not in anymore now. You're off now, right?
No, I have my holiday starts. Monday is my last day, and then I go back in January.
Oh, No, I'm saying you're online now, right? You're on the air now or no?
Oh yeah, you're on the air. Yeah, you're live. You're part of this experience. Yeah. Yeah. But I'll text it to you once I sign up. Actually, here I can send it to you right now. Hold on, because there's a chat, right? Because you're in one of the chat windows.
Yeah.
There, I sent you a link to one of the videos.
All right.
It's really cool. Yeah. So you just I wish they had like a little flyer for people that of just a snippet of the do's and don'ts. But just call me. Plus, you're gonna be flying with me anyway, so don't worry about it.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe I'll test out to see if we can go live. That would be kind of cool.
Oh, that would be cool. Oh, you know my Air 2 is being checked out by DJI now.
Oh, nice. And they're not gonna charge you until like you give them the go. They'll say this is that. I like that they give the free free whatever diagnostics.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah, no, it is.
So I put you on the spot with David. David's like, Lewis. He goes, oh, Lewis got a great channel,
I didn't know he knew I had a channel. I didn't know that.
What? You have a channel.
No, I do, but I didn't know that he knew. Because I've been shopping with that guy for like over 2 years, but he never mentioned anything about my channel. This is the guy at the DJI store. Never. I didn't know that. Yeah, we talk and everything, but he never, until you put him on the phone. He was like, I saw your last video. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I was like,
he was here yesterday. He goes, what, I missed him?
Yeah, because I went into the city and I went to his other store in Manhattan to get the Mavic 3 Pro because they gave me a good price on the trade-in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they don't do the trade-ins in their Jersey store, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's not one of the owners, is he?
Yeah, he's the owner. Yeah.
Really? Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But he likes to downplay. He plays it down. He doesn't want anybody to know.
That's good. That's good. He's a really nice guy. Help me out. I figure I'll go in there, ask questions. He answers every question I need to, know about. It's great.
Yeah, no. Oh, he owns the store. Can you imagine?
Okay.
Yeah. No, but he's good. He's really good. He knows more than me. Like he can answer all the spec questions on any of the products.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's not going to just tell you it's a good product. He knows like the differences between the lenses and the ratios and the whole metrics and yeah. I guess you kind of have to like know your product,
I told him you're a really good person. You're like a human being. You deal with the people really nicely and everything. You're really good.
I try.
Yeah, both of you guys.
Yeah, we try. Yeah, no, we try. I just finished the print. Hold on 1 second. Looks like it printed. 1 second, Ken. You can still hang. I just got to put the phone down. 1 second. Hold on. Yeah, I was printing this fidget toy that your kids would probably love. No, honestly, it's one of those copter toys that you had when you were a kid. Yeah. And the guy who made the file was like, no, it should work. It's not me. It's you. But I'm doing a whole live stream. Apparently, it's not me. It's you. So I had to reconfigure everything so a freaking thing will work. But now I can't find the... Oh, it's right here. So now we'll see. Oh, we put olive oil on it. Olive oil to help give it some lift so that it will go up. What are you doing right now?
I just put my kid to sleep.
Ah.
And then I take him back down to see what's going on with you on TV.
Yeah, that's why. So I'm sorry I'm early tonight. Usually my streams are later. Yeah, because the kids have some friends over. So this is like the dad show. That's why. This is why the stream happens after midnight. Because when people put their kids to bed, that's when we go live. That's when the magic happens. That's when you're like, this is me time. This is my time.
Yep.
This is my right. Yeah.
Yep.
But no, not tonight, unfortunately. But let's see. It works. There you got it. It's up in the cloud. Oh wait, sorry. I was just showing people this part. So we put some olive oil on, and then go here, and then we go. Whoops! It works. So yeah, if you want to, well, you don't have a printer yet, but I guarantee you're probably gonna get one.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I have
So
to make room.
awesome. No, but next week let's fly.
All right.
And I'm gonna. I don't want to put you on the spot, but can you give me like 5 minutes and I'll call you back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Go ahead, man.
All right.
Yep. All right. Bye.
Bye. So Ken's great. He does FPV2, so when I'm in the field, he's usually there. You know, when I fly, I watch him. When he flies, no, when I fly, well, vice versa. I watch him, he watches me, and then it's always good to have a spotter. You kind of have to, and it's good that we could coordinate it. But when he sent me a text, it was like, "Are we flying today?" I was like, "Oh shit, did I miss it?" And then he's always quiet though. I tried to talk to him the last time, but I guess he doesn't want to. Doesn't want to be in the video, so that's fine. The last guy wasn't in the video either, but he was in, I think, the background. We heard him talking. But yeah, so this works. This is great. We figured it out. The files are up there. Took a little risk in throwing them up there too soon, not knowing if it would work 100%, but you saw. Now we got a total of 3, so you can shoot them in the air, have fun. It works compared to the original file, and that's pretty much it. I hope this video helped you. And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them down below. Or ideas for other videos. Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you all. Oh, wrong way. Is that the wrong way? This might not be the right one. I'll see you all next time. Yeah, no, it did. I got nervous there. I was like, no. That's why you got to put a little bit of olive oil on it, and you want to make sure that it doesn't lock on. And you got to do it with the arrow facing. Put the classic stick. See? Slow and gentle when indoors, because it will go flying into the sky. Oh, actually, you know what? We just printed 3, so why go chasing after the other one when we can just grab another one, right? This is the one with the fresh ink. This one's gonna go flying up. See? Remember, gentle inside, because if you have chandeliers, or whatever, people even, right? Or food lying around, or a bottle of something. See? Gentle, but sometimes not too gentle, but just so that it goes and does what it needs to do. Anyway, that's it. So I'll see you all next time. Alright, gotta go.